I'm so much better than majority of you.
Hey gorls. So, an anonymous user in a Facebook group shared screenshots and claimed that Amber was in the bus VC, which is a paid voice chat viewers can join, asking for people's full, real names. And according to the person who posted this, they witnessed it happening in real time. They took screenshots of the conversation and then posted them to the Facebook group as a warning, telling people they should probably start posting anonymously from now on. Now, one of the screenshots they included shows Amber directly messaging another user. And in that message, Amber is asking that user to uncensor people's full names so she could check on them. The person she asked refused. They responded saying they were not going to post or share the full names of innocent people who were just posting normally. So Amber was in a paid viewer voice chat, asking for people's real identities, and attempting to get another user to uncensor names so she could look into them. And let's be honest, we already know why she wants that information. She's admitted herself that she likes to look people up. She likes to see what they look like, what they do for work, whether they have families, whether they have children. And now, viewers in a paid VC are saying she was actively asking for real names, names she could potentially look up, cross-reference, and identify. Because at the end of the day, Amber is an incredibly insecure person, and instead of just ignoring criticism like a normal creator, she fixates on the people behind it. She's already doxed reaction channels, viewers, and people close to her, like her own girlfriends. Just last week, she threatened to do the same thing to her own co-host.
I can't wait for them to find out your real name, which I know, by the way. Which I know, by the way. So watch the fuck out, bitch. I know your full name through and through. You want me to dog? You want me to dog?
Yo, well, it's not.
You want me to dog your girlfriend?
So anyways, let's get into tonight's recap, where unfortunately, Tech is officially the new host.
Oh my gosh! I am officially driving the bus! Isn't that crazy? Isn't that so crazy?
I'm excited.
Dude,
You're excited?
Yeah.
Are you gonna flirt with him too? Well, I wanted Ken, but then at the same time, I'm like upset with Ken. So it's like I'm upset with everyone right now. He lied about liking bigger girls. He was like, it actually wasn't real. And I think the reason why he didn't want to be host is because he probably got like in trouble with his wife for flirting with me. That's what I'm thinking.
No
People
way.
were like calling him out for like flirting with me, which I didn't think he was flirting. I thought he was just being nice, trying to make me feel comfortable. But he like was like, I wasn't flirting. My wife knows that I was like joking. So I think they had like a talk outside of the scenes. That's what it seemed like to me.
Interesting. I mean, maybe that could have been the reason.
And somehow, we are right back here again. The exact same mess that happened just last week, when Amber got removed as host and the entire bus VC had to be shut down, is now happening all over again. Except this time, it was Fupa Cheese who muted and kicked a high-paying viewer, and Amber immediately ran to Keem to report it.
And Southern crown for 1 month, official renewal of their crown.
Thank
says
you.
for ALR in tech. I did want
to give Southern a heart, you dumb.
I get a cut of it anyway, so.
You're fired. You're here for free right now.
This is news to me.
You are technically not a
You
host on the show
here
anymore.
for free right now. I get a cut of that. You want
free.
to talk about a cut of that?
For free.
Fupa was outrageous to Southern. Fupa, I'm not even joking. People like to throw around the narcissism word. I think you're a narcissist. Like, and you need help.
Okay, I'm a narcissist.
Ooh, you're gross.
Love it.
Phantom,
Love it for me.
throwing love to the stunning Fupa Cheese.
At like 4 a.m., I was not in the BC. I was literally like chilling in bed, and I get a Discord notification, and she's tagging me in the middle of the night and like bringing me into the Discord, basically trying to get my attention. And so I come in there, and I'm like, I've literally already told you to leave me alone. And here you are adding me again, and she just keeps going. And I said, if you keep going, I'm going to get you banned for 24 hours.
Listen, when someone is adding you, if you don't like it, block them. Secondly, she was not talking shit. She was expressing that she does not like you, and that is allowed. You every day come for me. I have thousands and thousands of people coming for me, and look at me. I show up every fucking day. You are psycho and narcissist. If I could smack that smirk off your face, baby girl, I would. You're pathetic. You're messing with Keem's money, my money, and now Tech's money. You can't handle one person's opinion. You are so thin-skinned.
It wasn't about her
is what you are.
It's the exact same thing. And then when I do it, I get the 3rd degree. That's what it's about.
That is
because you're a narcissist.
That is
no,
true.
Because you kick people because you get your feelings hurt. But when I do it, it's a big fucking problem.
When someone calls my girlfriend a feeder, I'm sorry, but that's allowed. That's a kickable offense. Point blank. Period.
He's like the Discord. Fupa makes this show. Amber, you are lame. You know what?
So
While we're talking, I'll DM
Let me
Keem.
speak, please. Tech, thank you. I'm actually annoyed with the title because I didn't fire Fupa. Keem fired Fupa. Call me a fucking hypocrite, you stupid situation type deal bullshit. Because these people are so fucking absent-minded, just like your dumb ass, weak ass, bitch ass face.
Okay, look, there is a little bit of Amber to blame for the Fupa situation with Keemstar taking away her roles. Look, I stream at 7 in the morning, and I was tagged as a community manager to hop into the VC at like 1:50 a.m. because you and Fupa were going at it.
I wasn't going at it. I was being a responsible person.
Yeah,
actually, for once in my life.
But while I was there, you were like, Keem's gonna fucking hear about this in the morning. I'm gonna tell Keemstar about what Fupa did. Yeah. That did happen in the VC, and sure enough, Keem woke up, read the messages, took away Fupa's roles.
It seems Amber ran straight to Keem to tattle on Fupa, which, at this point, is basically her role on the bus. And now it looks like she's trying to get her banned from Fat Camp too.
I'm DMing Keem right now.
It doesn't give me.
It doesn't look like Fupa's banned from Fat Camp, but her host role was taken away, so she can't be, I guess, kicking people out, moving them around.
Because she is abusing that role. All right, Lady McGee said, this is rich coming from Amber considering she was kicking people and removing them for being muted. Amber is just butthurt because she doesn't want to beg for pennies on Cash App again. So the situation about that is actually that was during the time when we were trying to figure out who is recording the VCs, and I was actually told to do that. So next. All right. Amberlynn, self-proclaimed girls girl who talks to girls like absolute garbage, messing with Keem's money. Are you not doing the same thing by not attending Fat Camp? This show is the same argument every day. And I'm not messing with Keem's money by not going to Fat Camp because I'm not the main shabam. Stop putting that on me.
We have Keys for $20 saying, Lamau, nothing Fupa did could ever amount to all the fucked up stuff you have done, Amber. If Keem does legit fire Fupa, it is a big mistake, and your girlfriend is a future dumbass.
Okay.
Amber even said out of her own mouth, if I don't like your profile picture, I can kick you. So like
that's what Lacey told me. I've never done that.
I don't care because Amber kicks people for the dumbest reasons.
This is all Fupa does is deflect. Every time we have like a situation, she deflects. That's all she does. It's exhausting.
You've muted people. You literally server muted and server deafened someone the same day, hours earlier, and I didn't override you.
Is this the 40 piece?
Because they called my girlfriend a fucking murderer, you dumb.
Okay,
you think that's a valid reason? I don't.
And your side profile is ugly as shit, bro. Never turn to the side again.
I got a side profile, you don't.
And then, Keemstar enters the stream and pretty much tells Fupa she's dumb for not playing by the rules. He makes it very clear where the priority is. Amber brings the views, Amber brings the money, and everyone else is replaceable. Because let's be honest, Amber is making Keem more money than he's seen in a long time, and he's not about to jeopardize that. He's going to milk this situation for everything it's worth. So if that means getting rid of Sweet Tea, Scooter, Fupa, or anyone else who gets in Amber's way, then that's exactly what's going to happen.
Fupa, I have told you before to be much smarter with your politics, and you play very reckless, right? You came into this LCU without a following. Amber is a relatively big name. All these people are here to see her, and you keep seeing you and Amber as equals, and you get into these death blows where one of you has to go. You can't push it to the point where one of you has to go. The problem is you're more replaceable than she is. It's a fact. It's a fact. You have to play this game smarter.
It was 4 in the morning. I was not in the VC at 4 in the morning. I have a life, unlike Amber. She was in the
That's
VC.
A lie. You're always in the VC at 4 in the morning. You lying.
I was not in the VC.
Lying. You're like scary. Like I'm
you both are in fucking late.
You are in psychosis, bro. You're freaky.
I'm not doing this anymore. You two motherfuckers have annoyed this entire LCU. Every community manager, every mod. No, you have. You guys have.
No. Last night, I finally was like, because when I promised you, Keem, if you give it back to me, I will not make the mistakes I did before. And I haven't. Football, on the other hand, doesn't give a fuck and doesn't respect you at all. She literally said, which there's a screenshot, I don't give a fuck because I'm messing with Keemstar's money. What about that?
Okay.
You mess with Keemstar's money every day. You threaten to quit unless you get your money.
I make Keemstar money. I make him money.
I don't give a shit about the money. Look, at the end of the day, you guys cannot get along. That VC is a problem, and only one of you is going to be in charge of that VC. It cannot be both of you.
Can it be me?
I don't know how we're going to figure out who runs the bus VC.
That's very obvious who runs the VC. I'm there more than her, and they're there for me. Genuinely, I do not respect her, not for a single second, and I will talk down to her every day she is on this show with me, point blank, period. Because the difference between me and her, she's thin skinned and she's weak. Me, on the other hand, I can take thousands and never leave. You are pathetic. Last night, I had 4v1, and it got me wet. I enjoy it.
Amber, you're a nasty person inside and out. There's a reason people leave you. You've called Fupa ugly 13 times in 30 minutes, and it shows you're a coward and a bully.
Fupa has called me beast. She has called my legs
go into a VC
She has said that I waddle. She has said that I'm disgusting. I do not deserve love. She has told me that I probably smell. Like, you guys are double standard. You guys walk around with a HIPAA processy sticker on the fuck of your forehead.
Amber, before you have a heart attack. And question, if the Crown had been talking about your toxic ass GF and your problematic ass, you probably would have kicked them, hypocrite. Fupa is why I am here.
I love working here.
Hold on. Wait, that's not entirely fair.
Amber, you are the definition of weakness and insecurity. And look at you, I don't blame you at all for that. This entire thing is embarrassing for you.
Almost.
The way you speak reminds me of Donald Trump BTW.
Reminds you of Donald Trump? Oh my god. What an insult.
That's a very strong
But baby girl, I just had to show you that these people don't actually like you. They don't like you. They're here to hate me. And you know what? I get to walk to the bank, baby girl. Okay? So I don't give a if they don't like me. I'm a strong bitch. You guys might see me crash out. Hi, I know I'm entertaining, but I turn off this camera and I laugh and I have a good time.
VC full of your ass. You crashed out when Keem took the VC away and you begged for it back because you said you can't work here without the VC. I didn't crash
out and I didn't beg for it.
Amber sounds like the biggest idiot. It's hard not to laugh at her trout mouth. A man calls her fat and she's like tee but Fupa does it and Fupa is the devil. Lamau Amber the hypocrite.
These people are so dumb. They don't understand anything. Fupa, have you realized that? Most of these people are idiots just like you. That's why you guys get along.
We got another one coming in.
And no, I don't say slurs. I'm not a pathological liar, and I'm definitely not sexually aggressive.
Yes. Amber, I lost over 340 pounds at 22 years old, and with every pound I lost I thanked life for not having me end up like you. The amount of pity and sadness that I have for you is literally astronomical.
They got the TTS guy to say literally astronomical. Look.
No, but I think that it makes, if this was any sort of situation with any other hosts, whoever is in the VC the most and has the most people there for them, they should be the one in charge. It's the only thing that makes sense.
I can agree. You spend the most time in there, but I'm not opposed to Fupa's idea about having a mediator, right?
I don't want a mediator. I'm tired of being mediated. I want to be in charge of something. Let's be real. I bring in majority of the money, majority of the views to this channel. I want to be in charge of the VC, and I feel like I earned that right.
Of course, Amber immediately says it should be her. And having a mediator, you know, someone neutral to help manage things, is a great idea. But Amber shuts that down immediately. Because Amber is used to being on her own channel, where she has complete control. She can block whoever she wants, silence whoever she wants, and curate everything so she never has to deal with criticism in real time. But this isn't her channel, and that's the problem. She's trying to operate the Bus VC the same way she runs her own platform, controlling the narrative and who gets to speak, but Keem doesn't allow that. And now there's friction, because for the first time, she doesn't have full control.
No, I'm not gonna kick someone for petty shit. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Already done that, though.
Okay, so Fupa lies. When you guys join the VC, you'll see for yourself that if you cross a boundary, like calling the love of my life yeah, you're gonna be kicked. You're the weak-minded bitch, not me.
You will block them.
Not me. I want you to give me an example of when I blocked or banned someone that didn't deserve it.
He's nuts.
The 40-piece nuggets person?
Do you remember why I did that? Because you were posting pictures of my girlfriend's late fiance. You were posting pictures of my girlfriend's late fiance and these was. Yeah.
So someone do a photo, and that's grounds for them to be kicked out of the VC.
I'm so sick of this fucking show, actually. I hate it here.
I do have to say something though, because one thing I've noticed over and over is they'll be yelling at each other, arguing, acting like everything is falling apart, and then suddenly they're smirking and laughing like it's all just part of the show. And that's what makes this feel so disingenuous. Because Fupa was a reaction channel. She built her platform calling Amber out and holding her accountable, saying the things everyone else was thinking but Amber would never acknowledge. But now, all I've seen is Amber lie, backtrack, and then brush it off as a prank or claim she was told to do it. And instead of pushing back or questioning it, Fupa goes along with it. Like the makeup on the back of Amber's neck situation. Scooter and Fupa both knew that wasn't real. That was talked about ahead of time, it was planned and scripted. And instead of calling it out, Fupa played into it. She sat there and let Amber sell the lie. And, I don't know, I think that's the part that's disappointing. Because I think a lot of people, myself included, expected her to bring balance and honesty. To bring that same energy she had when she was on the outside looking in. But instead, it feels like she became part of the performance. And that's not what people signed up for.
Them right now?
Not intentionally.
Can you wait a minute? Hi. By the way, because the people who matter actually are the people in the bus VC, right? They ran a poll on their own to see who should run it, and I got 100% of the votes. So I don't know what. Are we gonna let the people talk? Are we?
Is it not like?
Are we gonna let the?
Wasn't it 12 votes versus the 1,400?
100% of people. Doesn't matter if it was one vote. Doesn't matter if it was 7,900.
This is classic Amber logic. On her own channel, she'd run polls pretending viewers had a say, but if she didn't like the outcome, she'd override it and do whatever she wanted anyway, and then gaslight everyone into believing, well, a lot of people wanted this.
Amber, you have to admit, 12 people voting in the bus VC saying that you should run it is not the same as, how many people is it now?
You think people
1,500 people.
Yeah, listen to me. You think people who aren't in the VC have a say? You think people who aren't
voted, bro?
Oh my god, I'm about to kick this from her own show. She ain't even getting money today. She ain't a fucking host, so she doesn't even deserve to fucking be here. Point blank.
So I'm still doing my job.
Yeah, and I'm pissing you off, and you act like you're okay.
Bro, I'm literally
crashed out and cried last night.
You're crashing the.
You crashed out and cried last night. You're weaker than my knees.
So Tech put up a poll of who should run the bus VC, Amber, Fupa, Tech, or all three.
You know, I think their opinions matter. Do you not think their opinions matter?
I'm sorry, Amber getting 10% is fucking hilarious.
These are people who don't matter, so I feel nothing towards it.
That's why you're crashing out right now?
DTS!
Okay, if you don't want me to be entertaining, I won't.
Hold on. They can't hear you when it goes off.
So Fupa's job is to like also crash out herself, and like she's sucking. Like genuinely, she gets more boring as the days go on, and that's scary.
Wait,
the love poem Tommy recycled from her ex's eulogy who passed in April before you hooked up with her in May.
That's me. Did you read that one, Amber?
No, but if it's mean, I don't really care about it.
It's...
So if I lost the weight, I would be the eye candy.
Another one. Is that an app? What are you showing?
Ankle, bro.
Wait, zoom out.
She has a crack roll on her fucking ankle.
Zoom out. That can't be.
Yes, it is.
Lymphedema.
I'm sorry. I did not know that was your leg. I thought.
No, it looks like.
Oh, okay.
When you first.
Let's zoom in.
When you first look at it, it's like, what the fuck is that? No,
I thought you were getting us TOS. I thought it was like a zoom in on someone's butt on camera.
No, she has a
no.
Fubi look beautiful, all natural, much better than dirt neck. Holy.
So you can't be a walking hypocrisy because it's like it doesn't work on me, baby girl. So okay, so you think Beck's ugly?
They're not attractive.
You just misgendered them. All right, so that's number one.
I said they're not attractive.
You went. You're so stupid, bitch. No, there was never a goal. There was never a goal.
That doesn't make me
scared.
There's gonna be so many clips about this episode on Reddit. Yeah, there is. Both you girls going.
I'm just done with dumb, bro.
Amber, when you do IRLs, do you just record your feet when you're walking? Is that like a constant thing you do?
Well, she does that for all the people on.
Your fingers are funny.
Is that real?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a viral clip of me from when I was bedbound and couldn't take care of my feet, but my feet now are nice and painted and cute. They're very different now.
Let your toenails grow out just like you let Twinkie's nails grow out.
You know what's funny? When we wanted to see your dog's nails, you wouldn't show them for the.
I've showed them. You want to show Twinkie's nails. You want to show Twinkie's nails.
What is this?
And you've been asked for months.
What is the problems with dogs' nails? I don't get why people are so concerned.
I genuinely am like so scared of this girl. She's crazy, bro. Like actually, this is why one of the reasons I'm not going to fat camp. I could not even be near her for a second.
Bitch, I couldn't stand to be in your vicinity because I can't stand the way you smell. Her several exes confirmed that this stinks. Okay?
Yeah,
they also confirmed that she doesn't shower often. She doesn't shower daily.
Every bedbound smells.
It's all cheese.
Hold
and
on.
You smell like shit.
Were the dog's nails curled under their paws?
Amber's was.
When I was bedbound, yeah, in 2019, so 7 years ago.
Weren't you making the most money in 2019? You're making the most money in 2019. But
I didn't drive.
You couldn't afford a mobile vet.
There's a mobile vet. I lived in a town that only had like 400 people.
We've already tried this. Ever since I got here, I've been asking her to show the dog nails, and she won't. You came to the LCU to set your record straight and get all this hate off of you. But when you have the opportunity,
baby girl,
to prove that you've changed, you won't do it.
Baby girl, I prove it all the time, and you know what happens? They go back to the same old bullshit from 8 years ago.
Well, these people are going to keep asking.
I don't care. I don't care. Give me another 20. Give me another 20. You don't
care about the viewers. Got it.
My girlfriend has never said I smell because she licks my and she loves it. Just saying. If I smelled, she wouldn't. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm so tired of fat phobia and everyone thinking that just because you're fat, you smell. That's not the way it goes. I feel like fat people try harder to be clean. But like during my immobile days, yeah, I smell. I'm sorry. I smelled in 2019, 7 years ago, when I did not leave the bed. I'm a different person now, and people do not know how to separate me from the past to my current self. And it's crazy, like coming from Beck, because Beck would go a month without showering constantly. Constantly. Our roommates at the time.
But I know that Amber like never showers.
We're talking currently. I do every single day. I'm in that shower.
Well, you have a history of not showering, so unless I
because I was dead bound, your brain does not work.
The thing is, Amber admitted to not showering back in the Casey era when she was at her lowest weight, and Destiny said the same thing, and Amber wasn't bedbound then either. So,
but yeah, my ex Beck would go weeks and like a month without showering, and our roommates at the time can definitely confirm. Yeah, it was bad.
And they had to have an intervention with you because you smelled.
They didn't have that. Never happened. What the fuck? That never happened. You stay making up stuff to exaggerate. So I do not show my pets in my videos anymore. That's something I'm choosing to do because of personal things that I'm not going to say. But if my cat jumps up here and you guys see him, because he's like Romeo's obsessed with me. Like I have had Twinkie for almost 12 years now, and she's doing just fine. I have loved her and I've cared for her every single day that I've had her. Did I make mistakes when I couldn't take care of myself 7 years ago? Yes. Yes, I did. Now she comes before me. She doesn't have a single lump on her body. She has no lumps anymore. She had one, which the only reason she got it removed is because I was an advocate for her.
If Aylar had confidence in the way she looked, she wouldn't have her leggings mopping the floor. She looks unkempt. It's so embarrassing to see her in public.
The reason why so you don't have to they already like your TTS already works. So you can shut your trap.
That one didn't read out.
Okay.
I don't
but I'm just saying regarding the long pants, that's for hygiene reasons, because when you have lymphedema, you can get cellulitis really easily. So I don't want skin to be like, if I go out, when I walk my dog, I don't want anything to get on my skin. So it's for like hygienic reasons.
Speaking of Amber logic, let's rewind to November 2021, because apparently dragging her pants through dirt protects her from germs, but walking barefoot through a public stairwell was totally fine.
You guys are so like body shaming, like fat phobic, like medical shaming people. And that is why I won't show you my dog and give you that joy.
You're homebound now. Not much better.
I don't drive. That's the only reason. I don't drive.
What about socks? Like when you wear a dress, why not just wear like socks and flats or something?
I look, my grandmother had lymphedema. Finding socks that are comfortable for it sucks, right?
Oh, your grandma had it?
Yeah, well, she's dead. R.I.P.
I came to the LCU to start over. Genuinely, what it has done is just rehash things that I moved on from.
Last one, Amber, can't you see, you treat your pets terribly. You're too big to take care of your pets, you can't even drive them to vets. Your mom doesn't like you, it's plain to see, you'll remain alone constantly.
That was poetry, actually. All of that rhymed.
No idea what that even means, because me and my mom are extremely close, so I don't know what that means. But as for like not being able to take care of my pets, I do take care of them. I do everything I'm supposed to do as a pet owner. Just because I don't drive doesn't mean I don't take care of my pets, because thankfully I do have a mom and there are Ubers that I can take. They go to all their vet appointments. They go to their grooming appointments.
Here's where the criticism comes from. During that year, Amber made some of the biggest amounts of money that she's ever made on YouTube. Like, she had a lot of side characters, and she also lived with 3 other people at the time that she could have either paid or had like made them or paid them to go take care of her animals and stuff like that. She also could have paid for a mobile vet. And that's where okay, if someone was bedbound and they lived by themselves, I would understand. But Amber had ample money to get it taken care of, and she also lived with 3 other people at the time.
So during that time, I relied on my partner because, you know, when they needed me, I was there for them and vice versa. And they drove. They drove to get food. They drove to their parents. They just drove everywhere. And I would constantly ask them, can you drive?
Wow, she just fully tried to blame Beck for Twinkie's neglect, saying Beck refused to take her to the vet. And if that sounds familiar, it should, because that's the same excuse she used when people asked why her cancer wasn't caught sooner. She blamed Beck then too. Somehow, nothing is ever Amber's responsibility.
Please, just 2 minutes.
The point of me coming to the LCU was to start over, and it's just like, I know there's mistakes that I made in the past, like 7+ years ago, 8+ years ago, but it's like I don't make those same mistakes today. But there's something that like it makes me kind of happy inside knowing that like I don't have to prove anything to the haters. I don't. Amber, your body is literally rotting. You live in a disability apartment. You want us to believe you can take care of your pets when you can't even take care of yourself. Your body is covered in scars. So yeah, I take care of myself and my pets. Just because I'm fat and have excoriation disorder, which is the very thing that you're talking about, does not mean that I cannot take care of my pets. You literally make no sense. And your claims, if we went to a judge, they would laugh in your face. Next, send another 20, baby.
So like I have an example. Like if you have to use the sink corner to wash your and how are you able
it's not real.
How are you able to bend down and clean out the litter box and stuff?
It's not real. I bend down and clean out that litter box every day. Are you joking me?
Okay, last one because I need to take a shower, which reminds me, George, do you know about showers? Your hair says no, but your face also says no.
I don't get that one.
Funny coming from the fact that my hair is so poofy right now. It's because it's literally washed and I did not straighten it. I'm swollen. This is water weight.
My girl likes my chub.
My girl likes my chub.
Amber, I don't think you're supposed to be saying that.
I'm hungry. And she goes, everybody, I'm eating French fries. That's all she does is eat French fries.
I had them today.
No, but I'm not going to lie. You want to know my current fixation? It is the Cajun shrimp and chicken from the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, that's expensive.
By the way, it is true. Fupa did win the poll in the YouTube chat. With over 3,000 votes, they want Fupa to control the VC in the Discord.
But none of
I love that for me.
These aren't the people who matter. That's like telling, hey, we're going to try to figure out who the USA president is, so let's have France vote.
What is that face, Amber?
Dumbass analogies are literally so fucking dumb.
You know you love me.
You love Amber, bitch. I know it. I can tell.
Oh, we want to talk about that? I told this bitch to fire me last night, and she shut the fuck up real quick.
I need people to know that, like, mental things is scary. Like,
there are girls outside right now that are taking selfies in front of a rock wall. This is my life, and I do what I want.